much of a collective exhale is there, considering everything that's been going on with this team, just to come out of here with the win?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's one way of putting it. Obviously we've needed a win, so certainly nice to go grab one. Wasn't easy, obviously racing out to a big lead and to give it all back and then some, but some really good at bats to get us back into it and obviously give us the lead, and then a good job by Albert and Chappie to finish it off. So one of those where we needed everyone. Yep, we used almost everyone, and yeah, it definitely feels good to hear some noise in that clubhouse post game.
You're wearing the FDNY hat. There was obviously a lot going on pregame. Was there an added intensity considering everything surrounding this day?
Absolutely. And I think our players, I think our players really felt the emotion of the day. I think in a lot of cases for some of our guys, very young when it happened. I felt like today would be impactful to our guys. Some of the guys that it was a far away thing that happened. I think they could feel the emotion in the building. I thought they did a great job of honoring the servicemen and women, just paying homage to the memories of the people that lost their lives. It was a beautiful night. It was a perfect night. And the two New York teams playing it out. So I think everyone in that room was honored to be a part of the evening.
And just what was the feeling like when Aaron Judge steps to the plate and comes through in that situation?
That was huge. We've been, it's been a struggle sometimes for us, getting that final hit, put us over the hump. But it was huge night by Aaron. Great play there in the ninth on the leadoff hitter. That's not an easy play, coming in, diving straight forward on a ball right at you. Just a special night by a great player.
Tom Marion, you the next question.
Aaron, can you expand a little bit on what it was like playing in this atmosphere tonight?
Well, I didn't play, but no, it was great. It really was. I mean, just weather-wise, perfect. I mean, packed to the gills. The different chanting and cheering, a little bit of that for one night. I think probably both sides having a little bit of compassion for the other. I think it felt that way anyway. The USA chants, it felt like a unified crowd. And that was nice to be a part of. Aside from a couple of idiots jumping the wall and running on the field, it was about a perfect night.
Joe Meyer, you have the next question.
Hi, Aaron. After 4 home runs, scoring a lot for the long ball, the deciding run comes in a very different way. Do you think Torres' slide played a role there? How do you think that play? What did you see, and how did you that play?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great job by Glaber going in. Obviously a little play to the backhand there. Luke hit the ball pretty hard. So that's a play where obviously you can't go in like you used to back in the day, but you can still go in hard and make it a challenge. And he absolutely impacted that play and caused the wild throw. And that turned out to be the difference for us. So it was good to see a base running play, a hustle play, really pay dividends for us. It was a great job by Glaber there.
Marley Rivera, you have the next question.
Aaron, after all the emotions of the pregame ceremony and so on, you guys taking that 5-0 lead, what was it like to see it evaporate?
A little frustrating, but the guys are competing and they know that's what it's about right now. We're getting down towards the final few weeks of the season. This is competition now, and you got to bring it every day, every inning, every at bat, give nothing away. Nothing's been easy for us all year, so we're used to it. But the competitiveness of the guys, I thought showed up really well.
And Aaron, was there one key moment that you think is, was it the judge catch? Was it, that great play by Tyler Wade, or which one that you believe was the difference maker in this game?
I don't know. I mean, it was such a long game, back and forth, obviously. A lot of little things that happened in the course of the game that, I don't know. I don't know that I'd point to one thing, obviously Judgy a big night, and that was really a great play coming on in front there. But a lot of guys did a lot of really good things tonight to help us win a ball game.
Eric Boland, please unmute.
Aaron, the way things have been going for Glaber, how encouraging was his night for you guys?
It was great. He's been tested, and he responded in a really, really strong way tonight. And I thought could have had more to show for you. Just missed a homer to right center where Conforto looked like he jumped up on the fence and caught one. Obviously smoked the ball to get us going. Big base running play, handled himself defensively. So, as I've said, he's important to what we're doing. And if we're going to be at our best, we need the Glaber Torres we know he's capable of being. And it was nice to see him respond in a big way when, frankly, our backs are against the wall a little bit right now.
Brian Hoke, you have the next question.
Hey, Aaron, the pregame ceremony where you guys all, hugged each other and lined up together. How did that come together behind the scenes?
I don't know. Jason told us early in the day that around 7:20 we needed to make sure we were out there, and early in the 7:20s we were going to be on the line, shoulder to shoulder with the teams intertwined. Thought it was a great moment. Really was. One of the reasons we do this is the competition of it, the competition at the highest level. But one of the things I think is important, even when you're playing for a lot and you're trying to beat the brakes off the other team, sportsmanship matters. And that's one of those, it's one of the things I love every year watching the NFL come playoff time. You get a back and forth, grinded out game down to the wire, and you see guys come together at the end of the game, like respecting what just went on. I think that's important. I think, and obviously considering what we are remembering tonight on the 20th anniversary, thought it was fitting. And I thought a really nice touch and good to, converse for a minute with the other side, kind of sharing a moment.
Joel Sherman, you have the next question.
Aaron, who's your starter tomorrow?
I don't know, Joel. We'll go talk about that now. We'll figure it out and release that in a little bit.
Aaron, one other thing is, how hard is it not to kind of break faith, break confidence when games feel like they're slipping away all the time like this one was?
Honestly, not hard. You get a little frustrated and demoralized sometimes when it's not going your way, and here we go, and it's been such a grind and so hard. But when I've said we're kind of used to it, we're kind of used to it, and that goes for me too. Usually it's not going to be easy, even when we're rolling off wins night in and night out. Most of them were tooth and nail anyway. And honestly, I think we're comfortable in those situations. You get frustrated at times when something doesn't pan out exactly how you want it to, but that doesn't last long.
We'll go back to Meredith.
Aaron, just to piggyback off Joel a little bit in regards to starters, what did you think of Kluber tonight?
I thought he battled, again, a little bit of a struggle with his command, just dialing in that command, so he was throwing a lot of pitches. I think just not quite getting his heater where he wants to, where he really owns his sinker. Again, I think the shapes are there, the stuff's there. It's just a matter of getting over that hump of dialing in that command, and hopefully he can do that here and get to the point where he was obviously when he was pitching great the first couple months of the season.
How uneasy of a feeling is it for you knowing what you're up against in that bullpen and not knowing what you can get from a starter, knowing he's trying to kind of get back in the groove of things?
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, it's been a challenging week, in that regard, and trying to not, trying to preserve guys a little bit, and knowing at the point of the season we're at, and knowing that you don't have some guys on a given night, knowing you've got to at least get a little bit of length out of some guys. So, it's certainly been a challenge this week. But again, as I said before the game, it's the major leagues. It's not always going to be easy in the course of a 162 game season, and especially when you're battling for a playoff spot in the final month of the year. So you just got to kind of grind through it and, hopefully, rally a couple consecutive outings where you get some deeper into the game and you give the guy a blow here and you get a little bit of a reset, and eventually you get an off day and you get a little bit of a reset. So we're not in that mode right now, and we just got to continue to battle.
We'll take the final two questions in queue. First from Bruce Beck.
Aaron, you're a streaky ball club to say the least. Could this be the start of a streak?
I think every day is the start of a streak, Bruce. I believe in this team. I believe in this group. It hasn't been pretty. It's been ugly at times, but I don't think this group will ever lose confidence in what they're capable of doing when we're at our best. We understand we need to play better, play more consistent to realize the ultimate goal. But every day, I believe, is going to be the start of something special.
And Aaron, even fighting for your lives here, was it an honor to just be a part of that ball game tonight?
It really was, Bruce. You play in the major leagues, you get to be a part of this. You get to be a part of this franchise. Some special things you get to be a part of. Tonight was one of those. It was an honor to be out on that field, honoring the memory of so many that lost their lives on a tragic day. We were in Iowa a few weeks ago. That was special. Going to London. There's just different things that happen over the course, of your career that are you feel privileged to be a part of. And tonight was one of those.
And we'll take a final question from Zach Braziller.
Aaron, Gardner, he's been really stringing it lately. Obviously, the 2-run homer, and then you guys had retired 16 in a row, and that it seemed like that single. I know Judge at the homer, but it sounded like that single maybe kind of woke you guys up.
Yeah, Gardy's been having some really good at bats, and frankly, it's been building all second half. I feel like I think his on base now in the second half has been really strong, but I feel like over the last couple of weeks, he started to really impact the ball a little bit, stringing together real quality at bats, night in and night out. And it's been really good to see because he's grinded hard this year.
Aaron, thank you very much for the time. We'll be back.